This city, burned to the ground over a century ago, has risen as something new, always making and remaking its own story. Built from the ground up, the spirit of battle is in our bones. Before he built the most dominant team to ever play in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, W.C. Gordon created a timeless symbol. 6 lines, 3 bold letters, a hand-drawn sketch on the back of a napkin thrust into history. As bold as our city and as mighty as the river that shapes our state, the block insignia is inextricable from our storied legacy. A red accent for the ages. We wear it to remember our legends and to celebrate the fierceness of our survival story. His team won 28 straight SWAC games and captured 8 SWAC championships in a single decade. No team has had an era more dominant. No team won as consistently as the MAC of the SWAC. The red of battle is in our bones, not just in contest with our most heated rivals, but for the martyrs of our yard and for the Jacksonians who marched against fear to topple Mississippi's tallest ghosts. The red was worn by our greatest teams and raised as the banner for JSU. For the champions on the diamond and the gridiron, on the courts and the lanes, blue and white will always be our true colors. Gordon Red is an accent for the ages.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
State said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI Love, Go Tigers. Hello? What it do, bro? Man, what's up, baby? I'm down here in the NO, man, working this HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Man, big dog. What's up with that order?
So we got 6 players down here this year.
Oh, yeah, we're going to make it happen, man. Just let me put my spin on it. All right, bet.
You look like Rick Deuce, man.
Hey, another play. Ken?
That ain't Rick Deuce. What up, Deuce?
Nah, we got to switch this up.
Hey, hold on one second. Public figures.
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you. That's right.
Wait. Before I go any further, hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you get some of that cat head vodka and get down with KC-1400. Hey, go over there and sponsor with them guys, man. Go ahead, pitch in. Tell a friend, tell them, make sure you get you some of that cat head. Hey, go support KC-1400. Get you some of that cat head vodka for real. Just saying.
What's up, everybody? What it do, everybody? Happy Monday. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully you had a great 4th of July weekend. Those who observed and celebrated, hopefully you ate good, had a good time, man. But it's Monday and it's back to the grind, man. Shout out to them JSU football Tigers for sliding back in this thing, man. They had a week off and they back at it, and got a chance to go over there and spend a little time over there today and making some things shake, man. A couple things I just talk to you before we get started. Definitely got some preliminaries to get into tonight, man. Definitely got some preliminaries to get into. Might have a special guest. I put that out there just in case. Just in case. Just in case. But no, man, where do I want to start tonight? Man, first things first, man. City of Jackson. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go here. Obviously, we all know the breaking news. I hate what comes of the leadership. With Brother Lumumba, Shokwe, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. And I don't ever kick nobody when they down. He going through a tough situation. Kind of got himself in a little sticky situation there, man. But I watched it and I was sad, man. I actually was sad. I've been knowing Shokwe a very long time and played ball back in the day, when Pops had the Jackson Panthers, you know what I mean? I always love and respect, you know what I'm saying, from that one thing that they always say, whenever you got situations like that going on, when them 3 letters pull up, they kind of got you already before they pull up, you know what I'm saying? But I found myself looking at that today and I know a lot of times when we see stuff like this, man, people run to the internet and they start talking smack. They start saying this and saying that. And it's always easy to, to talk about stuff like that whenever you may not like the person or you may, whatever. I don't know, man. It's just I never find pleasure in stuff like that because you just know, man, that we all pay a cost, you know, for sometimes for situations like that. And it goes for everybody, man. You know, I'm not advocating or defending anything. I don't know what all went down or what happened. What's up, Greg the Great? What up, Trav? How you doing, man? But I do know this. Got love for the brother. Wish him the best, man. You know, wish him the absolute best, man. The other thing, man, you know, heart goes out to the little situation with, not the little situation, but the young man down on the coast, man. It's just been a lot going on, man. The U.S. just got kicked in the teeth by Belgium, 4-1. You know, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, man. I was just touching on that. I just touched on that, Miss Swansley, or Swansley. I just did. You just, the world is sometimes can be a tough place. Sometimes when you see certain days, it's a lot going on, man. So all I would just say is just govern your mental, you know. Don't cost nothing to be kind. Be kind to people, man. You never know what people are dealing with. You can't hear me. I think that might be you. If you can't hear me, you might need to go out and come back in. I don't think that's me. Can y'all hear me just fine? I mean, somebody let me know. Can y'all hear me? Is my volume good? Okay. All right. That might be you, brother. Major Smith, just go on out and come back in, and that might be you. So sometimes you got to sometimes you got to close the app out, come back in, and then it'll do that. It'll do that to you. But yeah, man, got a lot to get into. A couple of preliminaries I do want to get into, man. Just yeah, life is but a vapor. That's right, man. Quick update on my Dukes. I know I mentioned it on the screen. One day at a time, man. One day at a time. You know, I was over there tonight with her. Got to make some adjustments, man. Got to make some adjustments. But I get a text message from my sister. She don't want to eat. You know, she don't want to. She you know, then my aunt calls me, you know, talking about, you know, her spirits were low. And I'm just like, listen, they know who to call now. They know who to call. When I go in the room, man, I ain't going in there. I don't speak. I'm just not negative like that. I was like, listen, man, we all got to adjust. You know what I'm saying? But your mindset is everything. That's what I told her. You defeated if you let your mind go left, right? But I don't think that way. Whatever you need, whatever need to happen, we all got to adjust. All your children, that's a lie. I know I'm the baby. But somebody when the baby walk in the room, he can get it. I get a little different. I get a little different conversation out of mama. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, eat. Like I said, you know, you might not like the way the food tastes, but give it about 2-3 weeks. We got to train that palate to change your palate, man. We got to switch it up, man. We got to switch this thing up, baby. I'm gonna do it with you, because I'm a product of you. I look at pops, look at mama. You know what I'm saying? And you a DNA you can't run from. So you got to change something, man. I try my best to to change the trajectory, but it just kind of is what it is, man. And she's doing better, man. She's doing better. Had to go in there and rub her feet. You know what I'm saying? What you need me to do? You know what I'm saying? Put something on. I got you. I got you, baby. You know what I mean? But I was like, this is the new different. I said, God's will is sovereign. And the script that we have for our lives, man, is already written. And I get it. You know, your birth date, you don't determine your birth date. You don't determine your exit. You know, we have exits and entrances and exits. And not saying that she exiting no time soon. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is just another chapter. This is the next chapter. And that's what I had to tell her. And I'm saying this because I know Pops might be watching, fam may be watching. I remember this, and I say this, and I will proceed. And I'm telling you guys, this is my admonishment to you. Man, be careful what you speak. You know, I remember when I lived, you know, when I was, I ain't gonna go too personal, but I remember I got a call, man. My mom coded, man, in Austin, Texas. And, you know, I told my family, look, we ain't gonna lose, mama. Not like that. I'm a fighter, man. It's like 20, I want to say it was about maybe 10 years ago. I told my family, you do me one favor. Just do me one favor. Do not text me or do not call me. I got my child, me and her, we hit the highway. I said, look, it's a 50-50 shot. It's either going to go this way or it's going to go that way. I said, but we're going to think of the way we want it to go. I'm talking about unconscious, man. I'm talking about coded. Out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think nothing differently. I got to that hospital. I told my family, look, I don't want to hear nothing about that D word. We ain't talking death. Every word that come out of your mouth from this point forward, we're going to be talking about her getting better and her getting up out of this place. I went in there, saw my mom tubed up and everything. I went to talking. I said, I see you, baby. Hey, I'm here. Come on now. You got a lot to live for, baby. Ain't no, you way stronger than that now. Come on now. I said, your grandbaby standing right next to you. That's her rubbing your hand. Talk to your grandma. She can hear you. I'm talking about tubed up, knocked out. I kid y'all not. I kid you not. The next day, my mama was awake eating spaghetti in the bed. I just try to tell people, man, listen, they gave me this name for a reason. For those who know me, you know what my name means. The long-awaited child is the name of it. So I'm just telling you, I have been had a calling on this life of mine. I don't mind saying it. You know, it's just however God chooses to use me, he used me. But I'm just telling you. And listen, when it's our time, like I told her today, I said, listen, we all got to go that way. Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, family, and I'm going to get started. We're going to talk a little talk. We're going to talk a little something. But keep in mind that this life is nothing more than a physical experience. You are a spirit being. You're not who you see in the mirror like that. We think that this is it. This is it. It's always no. We're gonna be on the other side far longer than we ever gonna be in these bodies, y'all. So we don't know when or how long or whatever. So just make sure you leave your legacy. Make sure you do what you can to make an impact and leave a great, I would say, a great legacy and a great impression behind. You just do what you can, man, with your dash. You know what the dash mean, right? I think y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into a little something. Appreciate y'all for letting me go there because I don't know. You guys can feel it. I don't have to tell you this. You can feel it. This has been a heavy off season. When I say off season, we gauge everything in Jackson State Tigerland by football season. We gauge everything by football season. This off season has been rough, man. It has been. We lost a lot of Tigers. It's been heavy. The world has seemingly changed around us. You can walk outside and feel it. People are just overwhelmed, man. And I speak to everybody. I love what Jensen said on the interview. Hey, man, just have a good attitude, smile, man, and just be kind. It'll bode you well. You know, I was driving in Texas the other day, and I remember going down the lane, and the lane was coming to an end, and I see somebody just trying to jump in, and I was going to eventually let them in, but I just kind of where I wasn't able to. And that joker pulled into the front of the vehicle, man, and let the windows down and looking at me. Now, I ain't stupid. I mean, Texas is an open carry state. People have aggression. People be looking for a reason to fall out with you. It be all kind of stuff going on. So, again, I'm saying to you, my admonishment to everybody, man, is to, man, be kind, man. Find a way to be positive about something, you know, and govern your peace, man. Don't be sitting back consuming all that negative energy, man, and you wonder why you can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't honk horns when people sitting at the light. I just wait. I be like, they're going to look. I changed, man. I'm telling you, man. That road rage is a real thing, man. I'm just throwing some things out there. I just try to be kind, man. I really do. I don't honk at nobody because people are on the edge, man. We're seeing people, you know, like I said, there's a situation with the young man that just, you know, we know it's real funky. It reeks of foul play. You know what I mean? But we hope. You see the situation with the Carmelo Anthony situation. It's just everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, it just feels like our maker will be back soon. That's what it feels like. All right, let's get going. Let's get going. All right, y'all. Let's get going. I didn't want to do an interview tonight from one of the players because I did want to just come on and talk. I got a few things we want to talk about, but we might have a special guest. So just hang tight. You just hang tight and hope you enjoy the show. Said same here. So many people going through. It's a lot they're going through, man. I'm talking about, y'all, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I don't like getting on Facebook. Every time I get on Facebook, man, I see somebody done something. I see somebody done kicked the bucket. I just be like, man, it feel like I'm just telling you, it just feel that way. And you know, you keep living, and you'll get RIP too. You know, we want that 3-10. If we lucky, you get that extra 10 to 80. We all want to go, go out the way. You know, we all want to go out like that, but everybody won't have that particular fate. But while we're here, man, let's live it up and let your life be a testimony of your belief system. You get what I'm saying? Don't tell me what you believe in. Show me what you believe by how you live your life. All right. And if you know better, do better. If you can be better, try to be better. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. All that was accounted for yesterday. Start today and start moving forward in the right direction. I don't even want to know what you did yesterday. Let's try to be better today. So anyway, let's keep it moving, man. All right, listen, we got a foundation, friends with KC-1400. Of course, y'all know what it is. If you want to donate, support it. Shout out to our channel sponsors, Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg, Cannon Nissan of Jackson, Auto Masters. Hey, what up, Brother Poe? How you doing, baby? How you doing, man? Hey, listen, we on the road to 10,000. We've been cooking. I hope y'all been enjoying the content. Now, I'm going to talk about myself for just a hot little second. Everything you seen posted on these channels has been me. I've been trying to just be consistent with this thing. And what I try to do is, so you understand it, every time we do an interview with a brand ambassador, I really try to follow up and come back with at least 4 different clips from that interview. I also clip out the interview and repost the interview to the channel, and just getting in that mode, man. And I appreciate you guys that are watching, that are tuning in. I don't really watch TikTok like that, but if you're on TikTok, I got it over there too. I got it on YouTube. I got it on Facebook. I got it on Instagram. Wherever you get your content, it's gonna be there for you, you know. And I appreciate these young, good brothers, man. We got another guest coming on Wednesday. I'm gonna just tell you right now, we're gonna bring on Brother Carmelo Jones. Carmelo Jones, linebacker, gonna be up on Wednesday. Yes, sir. We're gonna get back in it. If you notice, I've been going offense, defense, offense, defense, offense, defense. So we did Jency. We're gonna hit a linebacker. We're gonna go back to the offensive side of the ball. So we're gonna do it. And listen, to all my brand ambassadors out there, I love you all. I want you guys to understand that the brand ambassador interviews is a new thing. This is helping us to get through the summertime. Listen, ain't no Tiger Talk right now. So we're going to get it as best. We're going to get it out the mud. I can't interview everybody at the same time. You're going to get a time. You're going to get a turn, right? You're going to get a turn. Just hold your horses. You don't have to inbox me and ask me, are you going to get a chance to come on the live show and have an interview? The answer is yes, but you got to hold your horses now. Hold your horses. It's just a little old me now. I ain't tight. I ain't tight now. I ain't tight. I'm gonna get to you now. But this is new, and I hope you guys are appreciating the content. I've been enjoying it. That interview with Jency, I feel like we need to sit on that a little bit more. He dropped a lot of gems in there, and I just love what Jency represents. Jency represents he's really a unicorn in today's era of this transfer portal NIL era. You know, you usually don't get a young man, 3-star kid out of high school, has several opportunities. If you don't believe me, go to his Instagram page. All the way back in 2021, had several opportunities, and he chose Jackson State, and he came in as a young boy and left as a grown man. Well, young man right now. He's a young man growing into adulthood, and we've seen him grow right before our very eyes. And I can't wait to get some of the guys. So you're going to see Carmelo Jones, because what I'm trying to do, mix in a few of the new guys, but we're going to get to all of them. The reality of the matter is you're going to see KJ Chisholm come on this thing. You get what I'm saying? You're going to see Carmelo Jones come on this thing. You're going to see Michael Gay. You're going to see Melvin Collins Jr. There's a lot of people that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? See? So this is a very common thing, Unstoppable. I want to tell you that. You're not alone when it comes to this. But I was always told that what anxiety is, and I know that it could be a chemical imbalance or whatever the case may be, But a lot of times what anxiety is when we living too far ahead. You kind of got to bring it back, stay in the moment, and fight against them thoughts, man, because negative thoughts are free, but so are positive thoughts. We just get so conditioned to thinking thinking negatively. It's just like we conditioned to think that what could go wrong. So we get a little anxious about things. When in actuality, what if it goes right? Every time I do that, every time I say that, well, it could go right. It kind of calms you down a little bit. But do whatever you got to do, man, to get squared away, baby. Do whatever you got to do. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna talk about that link that I got pinned to the chat. But listen, we need you to click that link, join the collective, man. Join the collective. We got some amazing brand ambassadors. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I done got to the place where I go around and I love all these athletes, man. I got these relationships, and I feel so bad when I see an athlete that we really want to partner with, and we don't have the resources to do that. We only can work with what we have, and we need your support in order to make that happen, okay? So, hang tight. Let me make sure I ain't getting no text messages. Man. Okay. But yeah, so nevertheless, click the link. Well, go to the website, KC-1400collective.com, okay? And then while you're on the page, you can scroll down. Don't forget to support the Revive the Roar campaign, Jack State Men's Basketball. We just signed 2 brand ambassadors. Listen, we just signed 2 women's basketball brand ambassadors. Go to the website right now. You can check it out. You can go to the athletes. You can see who those 2 athletes are. We're going to talk about them and introduce them probably next week sometime. But we just signed 2 women's basketball athletes. We just signed 5 soccer athletes. And we just signed obviously we signed 9 men's basketball players. And then we signed 2 additional football players, and we're going to add a few more football players as well. So again, but we need your support. Okay, become a gold member. If you can't become a gold member, just join in any capacity that you can. We appreciate the support. All right, Cat Heads, hang tight. We got some news coming down the pipe with Cat Head. Shout out to Rick Deuce, man, another brother that's been putting the work in. Shout out to Mr. Public Figure himself. Did an amazing campaign with Coach Johnson. Now he just launched a campaign for Coach Taylor, the number 10 jersey. Hey, man, come on now. You got to go get that. You got to go get it. So he just pre-ordered. It's going to be $150. Now, this is a fundraiser for football. Maybe you guys didn't know this, but one of the things Rick is doing is with the fundraisers that he's pushing, all the proceeds are going to that prospective sport. So if you like the jersey, you got a navy, you got a white. These are going to be fly. I'm going to give me both colors probably. But yeah, definitely going to support. I mean, Rick does a great job with his merch. The jerseys look fire. He got some dope patches on there because he's wearing the navy. Coach Taylor's holding up the number 10 in white. This is pretty cool, man. This is really cool. So go to IamPublicFigure.com and put your pre-order in if you want to support, okay? Don't forget to get your season tickets. Get your season tickets. Season tickets are on sale, okay? They are on sale, and that's that. They on sale. Get your season tickets, y'all. We got reserved season tickets, and we got single game tickets, okay? Also, tickets are on sale. I have not looked at the update to see where we are with this particular game. I honestly, it is what it is. We're going to bring 30,000 and we're going to take over the Vanderbilt Stadium, and it's going to be a sea of blue over there. Navy blue, not royal blue. I know the video came out, we were royal blue, and I get the story behind all of that. But we wear navy and white, and we're going to definitely take over Nashville. We had a coach that was over there that was in town that's on the staff that had a few words talking about, this game. It's going to be something to behold. And Tennessee State ain't gonna know what hit them. See, this ain't Memphis. We coming to we gonna walk in your trap and take over your trap. All right, we gonna walk in there and take over. But nevertheless, listen. While we at it, speaking of that weekend, got some really cool events going on. First and foremost, if you want to play golf that Thursday, I want to say that Thursday. If you're going in town that Thursday, they do have a TSU versus JSU golf tournament, the world famous Greystone Golf. It's the 3rd advent of the Hack It Up tournament. It's going to be August 28th. There is a link If you're in the platinum chat, if you're in the collective chat, I'll basically share it. I'll also post it on Twitter. I've been talking to James Wade, who's head of their 1912 Sports Group Collective for Tennessee State. We've been partnering in a lot of ways, a lot of different ideas over the past year. One of the things we did speak to was the fact that we did want to collaborate for a mixer. Now, I want you guys to understand something. I posted this on Instagram. So if you follow the page on Instagram, go to KC-1400 Collective Instagram page. Go to this actually on the IG page, you can just go into the links. The link is in the bio. If you're on Facebook, look for KC-1400 Collective. The link is on that post. Let me tell you guys something. I want to say this to you guys. I want y'all to understand this when I say this. This mixer is no cover, but we are doing an RSVP. Once we hit capacity, it is what it is, right? We're going to have food on deck. We are partnering with the 1912 Sports Group. There's going to be some legends in the building. Brother Robert Brazil. We got Ed Too Tall Jones coming. We got 747 Adams. We got Kevin Dent. You got BLM Sports. You know what I mean? Miss Cicely Gay. We got this is an NIL mixer extraordinaire on Tall Tales Rooftop at the Waymore Hotel. There will be a block of hotels. If you want to stay over there, you can more than welcome to dab into that block. But like I said, there will be a cash bar, no cover. Why is there no cover? Well, the reason why this is really our mixer on the road. Y'all know how we get down at Cathead. So you guys are already pouring heavily into the collective and doing what you do. If you're a collective member, come on out and hold on one second. Come on out and show yourselves. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Give me 1 second. I guess we are gonna have old guests trying to come up, man. Let me drop this link real quick for see who it is that's trying to stop in on. Yeah, so click the link, pull up, man, and let's have a good time, man. And we really do have you guys in mind when we do this. I know we can charge a cover, man, but listen, they're gonna be taxing like hell in Nashville. Let's just call it what it is. They're gonna be taxing. Y'all know that. But you can come over here and have a good time. And like I said, when it gets to capacity, it's to capacity. And I like to party with my people. You know what I'm saying? I like to party with the folk that's investing in what we're doing. And it's gonna be similar to Cathead. We're gonna step up the Cathead mixers this year too, y'all. Just so you know, we're gonna add a little food element while it lasts. May even add a little live music in that thing with the DJ. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We want to make sure you guys have a great time and that you feel part of what we, you know, you believe in what we're doing. And it's not just about putting money in the pot, paying athletes. It's not about just that. It's about really just a community, an ecosystem, and you got to get something for your support. Now, even if you're not a collective, look, we want non-collective members to pull up too, because we want you to join. Come over here and see how we get down. Go RSVP. It's out there. It's on the Twitter. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. We love to have you. 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I know there's going to be a lot going on. Hold on 1 second. Guess having a little issue. But yeah, we're gonna one second, y'all. We got the guests. We got a guest. Dress code. Listen, man, you just come in how you come. Ain't no dress code. I'm gonna be clean though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna do. I'm putting that black, you know, hey, you gotta step it up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gotta step it up. But it's gonna be a great time, man. It's really gonna be a great time. Now listen, I do want to talk about this before our guests come up. Hey, y'all. Hey, this thing finna go down, man. I was working with Coach O on this, man, and man, this is gonna be a fantastic time. Listen, the link is pinned to the chat. Tickets are gonna go on sale at midnight tonight. It's gonna go on sale at midnight tonight, man. Definitely pull up. Grab your tickets, man. We got one hell of a line. I told y'all this thing we're gonna be an extravaganza now. I told y'all now. Shout out, we got the infamous. Listen, this Southern Soul. You can't have a Southern Soul event, man, without Tay Cheese. Tay Cheese is hosting this thing. Y'all know she know every line dance in the world. You feel me? I'm so proud of Tay, man, with what she's doing. That's actually my family. Yeah, that's my family right there. First cousin type family. You get what I'm saying? And listen, if you guys haven't seen or heard of Live in the Flesh Experience Band, OMG, go watch them on YouTube. Man, they're going to kick that thing off with this band. And listen, headliner, young guy. Hey, listen, if you're in Southern Soul, man, we got some of the best coming in. And then we got Arthur Young, who just absolutely rocked the house last time we had him out there. Definitely excited. This is going to be an amazing event. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be at Cat Head. Yo, Ken, I'm kin to her mama. You got to think about it. So I'm gonna tie it together for you. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Akarume. Think about it. Her granddaddy named me. So her mother is my first cousin. Literally, that's who called me. Her mom was I was on the phone with. My daughter got her boots ready. She better have them ready, man. We finna go down. It's gonna be an amazing time, man. Oh no, I know, man. Ox, that's man. Come on now, hey, listen, Ox, that's my boy, man. Shout out to Ox out there, man. Ox is one of the best. He been getting out. She really chip out the old block. She's just like a pops, man. I was watching the video the other day of her getting down with a birthday bash over there. I didn't get a chance to go make it, but listen, forget about all that. Click the link. Make sure you get your tickets. Hey, we got every level. Snatch up them VIP while they go on sale, because this is what you better get them while you can. But take a look at the website. Go grab it. Since the Party House. Yes, indeed. Now listen, breaking news. I told y'all we had something special coming. At the day of this party, this is August 28th, special edition KC-1400 Old Soul Partnership Whiskey with Cat Head is going to be on sale. 200 bottles. That's it. It's a special edition 2026 version of the bourbon. We went and tasted it. We went and decided on which one we wanted to get. And this is what we're doing. See, Cat Head wanted to elevate the partnership with the collective. I'm excited about this because this is amazing. I can tell you, this is smooth now. This is a bourbon. This is a bourbon now. Now, you can only buy this from Cat Head. It ain't going to be on the market. So now what I will say is this. When you click the link, if you want to reserve a bottle, now you can't buy the bottle, but you can put in a ticket to reserve it. It is on that website since the event's going to be at Cat Head, okay? Since the event's going to be at Cat Head, all right? This is amazing, man. I got a chance to meet with Austin and the team today. Working on their label. The label's going to pretty much look something to this effect. We're talking, can't get it shipped. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We got to buy it from the, you can only buy it from the distillery. This is a bourbon. It ain't like the Greenwood, but Greenwood's a little different. That's a rye. But I mean, anytime you get an opportunity to elevate a partnership, and we're getting a new label for the vodka this year. So I'm excited, man. Cat Head is proud to stay in partnership with us, man, and we couldn't be more proud of it. So since they moved the party over there to see, this is the Country Boy Edition bourbon right here, man. This is the Country Boy Edition. And I'm gonna just tell you, a particular certain individual just might be signing every last one of these bottles. So this is a fundraiser. Grab your bottle because you will be only able to buy this bottle once. This is a limited edition, and we're not gonna run it again. And it's only gonna be 200 bottles. That's it. So you want to reserve your bottle? Click that on when you go to the website. That little tab is gonna say bourbon on there. You can click that tab, and it will. You can go ahead and put your name in there to reserve your bottle. And listen, man, I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm excited about it, man. So this event is gonna be jam-packed. So whether you reserve it or not, 200 bottles, we're gonna have more than 200 people out there. It's gonna be crazy. This is the kickoff of the Jackson State football season, y'all. And They know how to put on a party, man. If you guys caught it last year, as long as the bottom don't fall out like it did, it's gonna be awesome. Running it back before these, yes, sir. That's right, baby. We going back to the A, baby. We going back to the A. Breaking news, man. We got a new coach, new football coach. Hey, y'all smell Jackson State football, man. I think I hit a boom. It's about that time, y'all. Breaking news, man. Coach Breland Speaks. Welcome home, Breland. It's good to see you back, my guy. But Breland Speaks, man, retired from professional football, and he's entering into the coaching ranks, man. We just announced it today. He's going to be coming in as a defensive analyst with I Love Jackson State University, and he's going to be outside linebackers coach. Hey, man, I'm excited about this, man. This is exciting. This is exciting. You know, former Kansas City, you know, they put out a message saying, hey, man, former Kansas City players officially decided to hang up his cleats, while fans who remember him securing a ring during our Super Bowl run. His path didn't stop in the Midwest, have navigated through his NFL career. He had a fresh start in the spring leagues, and he decided to hang them up. He's hanging up the cleats and entering into the coaching ranks, man. And if you guys recall, played at Ole Miss, went to Callaway, got the ball, waved at the camera, the infamous photo. Yeah, he definitely a Ram. I know. He went to Callaway. I get it. But no, man, this is exciting. All I'm going to say is, behold to the swag, man. Y'all better be careful, man. This defense is going to be some kind of nasty now. It's going to be some kind of nasty now. Yes, indeed, man. It's going to be some kind of nasty. But I'm excited about this, man. So congratulations to Breland. Welcome to the family. It's out on the football page right now. Go show your love. Go follow him. Go blow him up. Go show him that Tiger love, man. Because you know how we do. We jump all over. This is awesome. Welcome to. Yeah, this is amazing. I love this. We kind of been sitting on it for a little minute. I remember Coach mentioning something about it not too long ago. But hold on one second. Still trying to help my guest get on the stream. For some reason, the link isn't linking right now. Say you didn't hear. I didn't hear this. Well, nobody said anything. It just dropped on the page not too long ago. You put this young man. Listen, you got who's our linebackers coach? You got a young brother named Javancy Jones, right? You put him in Breland Speaks, and you got a Raekwon Bethea at the defensive line coach, right? Come on now. We got some dogs over there on that defensive side of the ball, man. I love that. I absolutely love it. And Coach Strong, working with the DBs, and Coach Quinn working with the corners, and Coach Sanders working with the safeties. The objective is, like Coach said, Coach Quinn and our coach hit me up. Hey, that's what we do now. I've learned to silence is always golden. The defense about to be return to the dark side, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Yes, sir. I can't wait. But Coach Quinn said, listen, according to the metrics, according to the stats, according to the numbers said, listen, with 17 points a game, you win 80% of your games. Usually when you're around about 17 points a game. You're in the high 90s, close to you a lot higher if you're at 12 points a game. So as we stated, as Cam Sally said when he was on this stream, 12 points a game. This is how you make that happen. You get the right coaches in the building. You get the right mix of coaches. You get the right defenses. You get the right players-led team. Guys in there putting that work in there, man. They putting that work in now. Yes, indeed, they are. And like I said, the biggest thing is now you got NFL. You add an NFL player that just left the professional ranks. Who wouldn't listen? Put him in front of I know how we get down. He's a Jackson guy. He home. It's a little different, right? Everybody want to come to Jackson State, but some guys, their talent supersedes Jackson State. So they got to take those opportunities, the Rod Taylors and the Breland Speakses of the world and the Otis Ridleys of the world, went to Mississippi State and Ole Miss and all these guys that, the Chris Spencers and the Doug Buckles and all these people who Mike Espys and those who could have played at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street, but their talent just took them to the SEC, took them to the P4 level, P5 level at that time. And it's always good. It's a lot of talent come through Jackson, Mississippi, a ton of talent. Matter of fact, I think Lanier has a 5-star. Lanier has a 5-star on their roster right now, a 5-star. So it's a lot of talent that comes. His brother played. Yep, I was going to get there. Now, he does have a brother, legendary linebacker by the name of Marcellus Speaks. And Marcellus he was that dude now. He said his dad is an Alcorn alum. Man, shout out to Marcellus, man. It's one of the best linebackers to come. One of the best linebackers. Oh, I think he done figured it out now. We got a guest that he done finally figured it out. Wait, hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. We got a guest. He hopped on at the right time when I was talking about his coach, Coach TC Taylor. What's up, Coach? How you doing, man? What's up, man?
Kid Clark, how you doing, man? You got me?
I got you. I got you, man.
Took me a second, but I got it. I'm in here, man. What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's up, man? Y'all show Coach Taylor some love, man. Hey, what it do? Is this the first interview since the end of the season, Coach?
It's been kind of quiet, man. Been kind of quiet. Can you hear me pretty good, Ken?
I can hear you loud and clear. You were straight. Go back to how you were. Right there.
Right there?
Oh, yeah.
Get sit up here, man. It was a struggle trying to get on here. I got to figure it out, though.
Hey, Coach, you're showing your age right now, man. You're showing your age, man.
Well, usually I got Austin or somebody to set this stuff up for me, man. I'm a football coach.
Well, man, listen, Coach, hey, it's a pleasant surprise. I know a lot of people, we said we weren't going to say nothing. I'll just go ahead and set it up real quick. So I got a chance to stop by the school today. And Coach, I first two I run into was Coach TC and Coach O. And we just sat there and we chopped it up for a minute. Coach said, "You going on tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." He just sent me the link. I said, "Word? Okay. Let's do it."
Well, I've been kind of quiet over there, like you said, since the season, since that championship game. We've been over here cooking, though. Putting things together, getting ready for this season, finished the year with a great recruiting class. Spring ball went well. And now here we are in our second phase of summer. So I just been keeping it quiet, getting ready for, that big one next month over in Nashville that we're looking forward to. But we're excited about this football team. And when I saw you today and we got to talking, I said, it's just time, it's time for me to get my voice out there, especially, going into SWAC Media Day next week.
Yep.
Got SWAC Media Day next week. Myself, Cam Silas and Jared Lockhart to make the trip over there. So we're excited about that as well.
Coach, I appreciate it because this year I won't get a chance to make it to SWAC Media Day. So this is actually perfect. We'll have some representation over there to get some some support. But that's to have you come on tonight is right on time. It's right.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Everything that you guys do at KC-1400, for our program is vital, and it's showing with wins and losses on the football field. So, I can't thank you guys enough.
Well, listen, Coach, when you thank us, you thank everybody in this chat, man. So listen, family, y'all heard Coach, man, continue to support. Man, we try to do everything we can to pour every ounce of what support we get into the program. And Coach, we've been able to build off of just our support for the football program, and we've even spread some of that love into some of the other programs, and we're steadily growing, and it's been fun, man. It really has been.
Yeah, it's really taken off, man, and that's why I tell my coaching staff, these players, the importance of going out here and being successful, and this thing can continue to grow. You look at I went over there and watched Coach Trey today, their basketball team, and moving around it. They look a little different over there too. Shout out to Coach Mo, nothing against him as well. But, Coach Trey has built a good team over there. I'm very excited about after seeing them moving around this summer. So, the things y'all doing is, like you said, it's not just for football on our campus right now. It's for all sports. Everybody's on deck and understand, the importance of winning and sustaining.
Absolutely, Coach. So let's start here, Coach. I know, and we'll go back to some past season stuff, but We just talked about SWAC Meet today. We got, like you said, we got Jared Lockhart, the quarterback, and we got Cam Salas. Let's talk about the decision. You always, every year, you get to decide who's going to represent DI Love. And before you tell us why you made the decision of Jared and Cam, share with us a little bit about the process you go through, what you're looking for in those players to go over there with you to represent the team.
Yeah, I mean, you just talk about ambassadors of the program. You talk about ambassadors, leaders, the things that starting with Cam, first of all, the things that he did on the football field for us last year on that defense. You knew where 15 was on the field. If you didn't, you end up asleep. That dude really did it the right way, played the game each and every week the right way. And he's turned into a great leader. He had some opportunities to go to other places at the end of the season. We all know that. And he chose to come back and be a part of what we build in here, continuing to build at Jackson State. Well-spoken young man, come from a great family. He's transferred, he came in here, and he's accepted the standard and the way that we operate as a program. So he was a no-brainer going into this process for us choosing guys to go over here to Alabama next week. So I'm excited about him. With Lockhart, the deal when Jacobian went down, you just start seeing him to grow.
Yeah.
You just start seeing him to grow. After a few games, he started just not to look like a true freshman anymore. You see him grow, and then we get towards the end after the season, postseason or whatever. The spring, him turning into a young man. You could see him maturing, and the team getting behind him, and he's starting to say the right things. And anytime you got a guy like that doing things like that as a quarterback of your team, you got to take him with you on the road. But he's had a great offseason. Let me say that as well. His summer has been spectacular. He's burning up the weight room right now. He's doing the right things in the classroom. So I'm excited about both those guys. But I had a host of other guys that could have made the trip, but those are the two I chose. You look at Quay Davis, the big tackle that's been around here.
Yeah.
It's really the anchor of our football team. He's the attitude of our football team. He's the strength of that offensive unit. It's just other names I could have went with, but those are the two guys. Anytime you got a quarterback with that ability and doing things the right way, and a safety that's, made a lot of plays for us, they made the decision kind of easy.
Yeah, they have. I tell you, it's a fun thing to see. I know you guys have been top secret with the suits. I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to see them boys put that stuff on, man. Put it on and go.
Everybody be looking forward to that now. See,
yeah, it's kind of an annual thing now. The guys.
Shout out to my guy Kyrus, though. He gets us right every year. Kyrus Custom. Y'all check him out, man. He's doing some big things with the suits, man.
Yeah, man. One of these days, I'm gonna save up a few coins and go see Kyrus myself, man. I got to get that tailor made.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on our shoulders now. You can believe that. Yes. Yeah, those guys are excited about that, though.
All right, man. Good deal, Coach. I got one for you. So I'm gonna name a few names and give me your thoughts on, what comes to mind when you think about these guys. So I start with Jeremiah Williams, right? Jency Riley was just on. You just mentioned Quay. The thing that these guys got in common is these are guys that you recruited out of high school.
Yeah.
That stayed at Jackson State. Or was a part of the recruiting. Put in the words, Coach, what from your vantage point as the head coach, because these guys are unicorns now, and that transfer portal era got a lot of guys jumping and moving around. It's so uncommon sometimes to see guys decide to stay. What is it about Jackson State football program that you guys got that's got so many legacy guys that are sticking with it for this long?
They appreciate what we call, you hear all our coaches and myself talk about the standard. Yeah. And that's how we operate on a day-to-day basis. We really pride ourselves on getting these guys better. And that's what these players want now. If they feel like you're getting the best out of them, you pushing them to be better each and every day, you got structure in your program, those things are really important to players now. The money, they talk about the checks and all this, but these kids, these young men, for that matter, they want to be loved. They want to be loved, treated a certain way. And, when they come to work each and every day, they want to be pushed to be the best. When you talk about Jency Riley, Quay Davis, those are true legacy guys.
Yep.
You know, I can remember when Quay dad brought him up here on his visit. We at the vet talking, and the things, the strides he's made from being a true freshman. You know, this kid was almost 400 pounds. We challenged him to lose weight, and now he's one of the top tackles and top 30 tackles, offensive linemen in FCS football. They could have went to other places. Let's be honest. You know, same with JSU Riley. You know, he was another kid that I recruited back when Coach Prime was here. You know, I stood on the table for JSU Riley to be here, and he's been a pleasant surprise. I'm looking forward to all those guys to having a big year this year. But it's like you said, those guys are unicorns nowadays with the layout of college football and the things that's going on. But those guys, when you're doing it the right way, you're running the program the right way, you're having some success. You got guys that's gonna stick around. There's others up there. Jonas Portillion has been in our program. Amari Matthews has been in our program.
Yeah.
You know, so it's some guys that believe in us, believe in what we're building there at Jackson State.
Yeah, I saw Amari today, man. It was good to talk to him a good little bit. Coach, real quick, I just thought about it. We just you hopped on. We were talking about Breland. You just added another coach, coach to your staff. I'm gonna give you a second, real quick, to touch on really just what this hire meant. You know, you've had a really, I think you're building a really good tree of guys. You know, you brought a lot of guys in. You've given a lot of guys a lot of opportunities to start their coaching careers, to advance their coaching careers. And let's talk about Breland. He hung up the cleats and he starts off at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. Let's talk about it.
He's a guy that's from the city, you know, and been around JSU football. He knows what we're building on over here as a program as well. But shoot, you talk about a guy that had a lot of success at its highest level. Super Bowl champion, UFL Defensive Player of the Year. So he knows the ins and outs of the game. I'm gonna tell you this, Ken. These coaches they're making it a challenge for me because every year I'm losing coaches. You know, guys are moving on and everything. But it's a challenge for me, myself, and Coach O. You know, just to go out and get the right fit. And we feel like Breland was going to be a great fit. He's been up here the last week or so with us, spending time with us in the classroom with these kids, evaluating players. He had a great day today. You know, the kids reported back today. They were excited about him at the team meeting when I announced him and everything. But, you know, just a lot of football knowledge. You know, anytime you can get a lot of guys as far as coaches on your staff with a lot of football knowledge, it's going to translate to these kids. It goes back to what I was just saying about the unicorn guys. They want to be around guys that's getting them better, and that's what Speaks is going to bring to the table for us.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Coach. All right, Coach. So let's go back to 25. I know we're gonna bring it back to 26. We didn't end the year how we wanted to, you know, and I know you took I would say not so uncommon. It just was like I don't really have much to say. We lost, and it just kind of is what it is. Wrap up the way the season ended for you. I know we didn't accomplish our goal. We wanted to get back to Atlanta and defend our title. We fell short on our home field, lost by 2 to a good Prairie View team. You know, kudos to them for winning it. But this is your opportunity to speak to that moment and just kind of how it ended for you, and just whatever you want to share about last season. We'll do it that way.
Yeah, I thought for the most part the season was a solid year. You know, anytime you can win football games, and we came out the gate playing pretty good football, you know, throughout the season. I don't want to, people still talk about the injury of Jacoby and wouldn't have got injured. That's part of the game. You know, that's part of it. That's why we recruit. And that's what I was saying earlier as well. I thought Jerry did a great job of coming in there leading, even when Jacoby came back, you know, for Jacoby to be a warrior of the game like that, to try to get back on the field. But for the most part, I thought we had a lot of success last year. I was very pleased with our football team, the things they did week in, week out. As a whole, as a program, my coaching staffs as well. But we'd always talked about it. You know, we're wired to win championships. You know, that's what we're here for. That's what we want to be playing for, championships. We want to be hosting the SWAC championship. We did get to win the East. You know, we did accomplish one of our goals. Got to the championship game, and Prairie View was just a better team. You know, they were a better team on that day. So, you know, I have to tip my hat to Coach Jackson and that program. But don't want to hang my head on it. That's why we've been quiet. It was time to just, you know, hey, tuck our chin and get back to work. You know, that's what it was all about. You know, I hated it for those guys going out the door. You know, Jeremiah Williams, he did win a national title here at this program as well as some others. But shoot, we was talking about going back to back as a football team. So now our goal is right now get ready for Nashville. You know, we're looking forward to that. But anytime you get an opportunity to win a championship and you put yourself in that position in your city, you want to go out and get it done. And I'm gonna say that was the disappointing part about the last season. But other than that, I was very pleased by a lot of young players that stepped up and played good football for us that we're looking forward to this year to, having a great season.
Yeah. It was disappointing, but when it was over, it was like, hey, that was the other thing too, just seeing some of the guys that we've been around and grown to love, and knowing that this was their last season to ever play college football again, and you want them to go out on top. The Reed Pulliams of the world, you know what I mean? Like I said, Jeremiah, Quincy Ivory, those guys that came in and did great for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this, Coach, since you mentioned it, because I know, like I said, we'll get as much of it out as we can for what you want to share. In your own words, that was a tough situation you find yourself in. Jacobian gets hurt mid-season.
Yeah.
Talk to us through how you're the head coach. We're gonna go with whatever you decide. You're in a situation where you got a true freshman. He's rolling. You got to make a decision. He's gonna return back for the SWAC championship. Jared's rolling. How do you process? Like, what was the thought process behind? You know what? We're gonna roll with Jacobian.
Yeah,
and go from there.
Great question. To sum it up, Jacobian, he didn't carry that title, the general, for nothing. These guys in that locker room believed in him, and they felt like when he was on the field, we could win. That was our best chance to win, and I felt that way. You're talking about coming off a national championship year, the previous year. I knew how much he loved the game. I knew how much he put into it. And I always said once he got hurt, once he got healthy, I wasn't going to hesitate getting him back out there. He was playing good football, when he got back out there, and then, the same freak accident happens again. He scores a touchdown.
Yep.
Comes over there to me. Nate comes to me. Nate Rembert runs to me first. Said, Coach, he's not right. He's not right. And I'm like, oh, man, here comes Kobe. And then I look him in the eye and I ask him, are you okay? And he just didn't have nothing to say. I knew, it was over then. It was tough for him. It's tough for the young man. That's his last year of football. And we were rolling. We had some good things going when he was out there on the field, but we knew what we had behind him too as well. Let me say that. We had some guys that could really step up and play the position as well. But it was an easy decision once I knew Jacobian could get back out there. It was a no-brainer for me to put him back on the football field.
Yeah, it made sense. I mean, I just kind of wanted to put that out there and just give you an opportunity to speak to it, because what happens, Coach, is you know how our fans are, man. When you don't say nothing, but Miss Rochelle has a great quote that I'm starting to live by. Your silence can't be misquoted. You know what I mean? People fill in the blanks on kind of however they think or how they feel like, because everybody can be Monday morning quarterback, right? Yeah. But just wanted to get that out. So let's move. So after that time, got to get back to work. Shortly after that, we recruiting. Jackson State football coaches had a lot of success, I would say, from the high school ranks. Yeah, I just think the high school recruiting portal has been, been pretty good for us as well. But is there like without giving all your sauce away, talk to us about, just kind of what has been allowing Jackson State to be so successful from a recruiting standpoint from a high school ranks? Because, at the P4, G5 level, a lot of times, Coach, they don't really want to recruit a lot. They'll recruit high school, but they're going to recruit the top guys. But a lot of them are going to hang their hat on that portal. Let's talk about your recruiting strategy and why you've been able to have so much success.
Well, we've reached that point now going into season 4. I could think back to 23 when we lost so many players. We didn't have no choice but to load up on the portal guys. So now, as we've gotten going and building as a program, we can allow ourselves to go out and recruit these high school players. And the thing for us right now, we're really hitting on some good ones that are coming in and helping us as true freshmen.
Yep.
Think about KJ Chisholm. You come out straight out of high school. He's been on the field, seemed like forever for us at Corona. But who else? They're really producing for us right now. They're some of our better players. This class we have now, it's going to be some names up in there that you're going to hear ringing this fall as true freshmen that can really play the game. the size of these young men and the way they move and the way they can play the game this early, they're just developed and ready to go. So we don't really have to chase as many portal guys now because the high school guys are coming in and really able to play and contribute day one. And they stick around. They stick around. Say for instance, we lost 2 really good backs to FBS programs, but now it's the Nate Blunt era. Everybody's excited about Nate. Nate came right out of high school and he's waited his time. So that's the thing. Jared Lockhart was a true freshman and got the opportunity to play. Jabbar, as a receiver, you're going to hear his name ring this year. He's having an excellent offseason. So, the proof is in the pudding. It's starting to work for us. We don't have to go out again, like I said, and get as many transfer portal guys, these high school guys. You can come in here and what we call, myself and Big O, we say we can grow our own garden, and we watch those guys grow. So it's been a pleasant deal watching these guys come in here and paying out for us as a program.
That's good to hear, man. That's music to my ears. Coach, what's been like the biggest surprise you feel like, the team is maybe that they've made in strides from a workout standpoint since the winter, and now we're going to, like I said, we're in summer too. We've gotten through the spring. What's been the most surprising part about this team that you probably wasn't expecting that you can speak to?
Coach Trey, baby.
Rent due.
They hate him, but they love him. No, that's my guy, man. Coach Trey, the new strength conditioning coach we brought in here. He's really taking this to the next level for us. And these players are responding to him. I'm so excited about the things and the strides we made there in our strength and conditioning program. Him and Coach Jeremy. Let me give Jeremy a shout out too. He's been right with him, working with him and everything. But they're doing an excellent job of developing these dudes right now. And just to see, we did lose a lot. We got a young football team. People don't really realize how we we're going to be this year, but we're going to be talented. And it was important for all those guys to come together. And Coach Trey came in here. He, just got here. What did he come in the spring? When did I get Trey in here?
It was in the spring, beginning of spring.
Yeah, he was in the spring. And he's been an intricate part about getting these guys to jail. He spends a lot of time with them in that weight room, out there on the football with them, especially throughout the summer. But that's been a key piece for us, Ken. I'm not going to lie to you, just to watch him, how he's developing these dudes, grinding them in the weight room, grinding them on the football field, and they responded to it, and they're coming together. So I'm excited about what he's brought to the table.
Since we mentioned, we touched on Breland, who's new. We announced today. You mentioned Coach Trey, also Coach Raekwon Bethea came in to take over the D-line. Let's speak to Coach Raekwon.
We're D-line youth. That's what we're known for here at Jackson State.
I like that.
People gonna use that, but I'm just telling you, when you play us, our D-line and O-line, we ask them to set the tone. That's how we lead into games, lead into game weeks. We talk about owning the trenches. Coach Ray, he was a guy that came over from Hampton that we're very excited about. He's cut off that cloth with Khalid James. If everybody remember him, doing some great things. He's over at JMU now, was on my staff, and they're very similar. They're good friends. But he really pours into these young men. He got a good, young, talented group over there, though, that I'm very excited about. Not a lot of names that we're going to know right off the bat. It's a lot of new names over there on that defensive line, but he's been pushing them and getting the best out of those guys. So I'm excited about Ray.
Okay. All right, Coach, which position group would you say have made the biggest jump in your eyes? I would say let's just say from the spring or evaluating the spring, summer one, going into summer two, what position group would you say have made the biggest jump in an improvement standpoint?
That was something we wanted to build on was our secondary, that back end.
Okay.
We wanted to be better on some third down situations, and we knew we had to get faster back there, get bigger and get stronger and smarter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think we've done it though with these guys we brought in, Ken. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got the safety size that I've been wanting finally back there.
Yeah.
With the linked 6'2", 6'3" safety, 6'4" safeties. You got Cam rolling around. Call a few names, old Swipe. Everybody been talking about Swipe. Another name is Jalen Foster. It's a host of guys back there with Cam and those other guys. There's some young players. We talked about a couple of these freshmen. Let's just say Coach Trey's son.
Yeah, Big Mikey, Big Mike.
You know, there's some dudes out there that can really play the game that we're excited about. But you can see them coming together as a group over there. KJ's back. KJ Tills and Mike back. Kamari Rogers is out there. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, that thing come together on the football field. They did an excellent job in the spring of knocking people to the turf.
Yeah.
You know, they did an excellent job of that. So I'm excited about their group. I've seen it, you know, for recruiting those guys, getting them on the football field. Now you're going to get an opportunity to see them play, you know, in another, 50-some days.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. Coach, is there a player who's quietly maybe worked their way into becoming like a guy that you feel like the fans are going to gravitate towards in the spring? I mean, in the fall, because, you know, we got a lot of young men that's on this roster, like you said, that the general public may not know who they are, but you already know when Tiger Nation get a hold of this kid and they see this kid, they're going to know it from game one on and beyond. Who's a guy that fits that bill?
Yeah, I said his name earlier, and I'm excited about him and the patience he's shown is Nate. You know, Nate Blunt, the running back.
Love that, man.
Like he knows now, like it's on him. You've been wanting, here you go, and he has the ability to be a star. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Then he's right here from the city and everything. So, and I think everybody has been kind of waiting on him too as well. But
Nate
you know,
Train.
he just bought his time. The Nate Train. You know, everybody's been waiting on him. And when I say a freak of nature and the way he works, and you look at his body, he's got a prototypical running back body, you know, and he just comes to work. He's turned into a great leader. So he's the one that I'm really excited about to see him play football this year, because we take the field game one, we're going to put Nate out there and we're going to see what he can do.
Hey man, don't give me, you know, don't tease me with a good time, Coach. First play of the spring game, Nate Train.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling. You know.
Yeah, and he's a little different than those other guys that we previously had. You know, you talk about Irvs and Ahmad and Travis Terrell, Denario. You know, those home run. Nate he's going to bruise you. You know, he's a bruiser throughout the game, but he can break away and, you know, show some breakout speed at times. But he's going to be a guy you're not going to be wanting to hit in the fourth quarter. I can tell you that for sure.
I know that's right. Yes, indeed, Coach. Hey, listen, when we talk about the national championship, one of the 4th national championships we won in history, that team had a lot of leaders on that team. The Evan Henrys and Irv Mulligans and Kobe and you know, a lot of guys, right? Who are some of the voices that are starting to take shape? I don't know what your process looked like, Coach, when you're picking captains, but you do a great job of it, and I think those guys really represent the team. But it's a little early, but who are some of those guys right now, if you can speak to that, that are starting to take shape of becoming like a captain or a voice of the team that the players gravitate towards?
You know, I said that a couple of names offensively earlier was Jency and Quay Davis, Jency Riley, Quay Davis. They've been around. You know, Amari Matthews, they've been around. They're champions. You know what I mean? Yep. They can talk about it. They can show the rings. They got the hardware, and they do it right there each and every day. You know, they just come to work with their lunchbox every day, and they get the most out of the day, and then they go home. But they do a great job of keeping order in the locker room and things like that. You flip over to the defensive side, it's got to be Cam right now. You know, you just see that defense rallying around him. He takes a lot of pride in everybody on the football field getting it right. You know, he really takes a lot. Last year was more of Cam just was going to play Cam's position. You know, now he's reaching that point of where I got to make sure the other 10 guys are buying in, doing everything the right way. Got the shirts tucked in during workouts, got my black socks on. Everybody looks a certain way, holding to the standard. Yeah. And that's what I talk about. That's what I look for, the guys that we choose for captain. You know, are they holding up to that standard? And those are a few names that I can think of. Jared is starting to grow into that a little bit. You know, he's still young. Still got a lot of ways to go, but he's starting to grow in and understand the responsibility that comes with the quarterback position.
Coach, how much does that help though? When you know no nonsense coach, like and the standard is the standard. It's not
Mhm.
that you're fussing and jumping folks behind, but it's like, hey, when you color outside the lines, that's not the standard, right?
Right.
How much of a benefit is that when you have, because we know player-led teams are usually the most successful teams. The coaches are going to draw it up. They're going to set the tone, but how much does that help, man, when you have guys in the room that's adhering to the standard and implementing it beyond your words?
It's a big time luxury to have, you know, because the thing that we could just worry about as coaches is, you know, how do we win football games when they're taking care of the little things, making sure everybody's in butts and seats at the team meeting on time. If it's at 7:30, they're there at 7:20, ready to go, you know, in the weight room on time, not cheating on reps. I mean, it makes football and life easy each and every day for us. But I also hold the coaches' feet to the fire too. If I have to sit up and you know enforce those things each and every day, I don't need you. I don't need the coaches around me. You know, so they do an excellent job of policing that. I tell each and every coach that has a position, you are the head coach of your position. You know, treat it just like you're the head coach of a program. You know, they're going to be a reflection of you, and they do an excellent job of bringing it every day.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, Coach. We'll have a little fun with it. I've always been asking these guys this to kind of keep it light, right? You got a lot of characters on the team, man. I've been wanting to ask you this because I'll be asking them, man, who the funniest joker in the room? Who would you say is I would say the goofy. Who's that nut on the team that's gonna keep everybody laughing? You know what I mean? But he also get his work done too. You know, he ain't no clown.
Well,
but
by far, it's the two, my big D lineman, Big Pikachu.
Big Pikachu.
That joke, yeah, I mean, he messes with me each and every day, man.
That's a Marion
so
Ware for people who don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Marion Ware.
Yeah.
Pikachu, Big
We
Pikachu.
call him Pikachu, man. Just the strides he's made since he's gotten here, you know, from Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah.
And to see how much better he's gotten to this point, he's gotten comfortable, he's gotten acclimated to how the standard is on a day-to-day basis. But man, you talk about a guy that's can have you laughing each and every day. He got the energy up, and also Swipe. I got it again.
Yeah,
that dude there, everything's a joke. I mean, if you look at him, only time he's not smiling is when he's playing football, and he's still out there having a good time. So those two, I have to say, are the ringleaders overall on the team. That keeps me on my toes, keep me laughing on a day-to-day basis.
Hey, listen, I love it, Coach. I love it. I knew what the standard was in the spring game, and it was like, look, if you guys cut up, you're out, right?
Oh yeah.
Who's that biggest trash talker that you got to get them to stay calm? You know, there's always ripping and running. I got somebody in mind.
You already know it's Quay Davis.
I was gonna say it's Quay. It's Quay. Quay. I can't wait to get Quay on here. I know he's probably watching.
Each and every game, the first player, you know, you meet with the refs for the game. They come the first person they talk about, Coach, is 79 gonna be under control today? It's 79. You have to talk to 79. I can go talk to him before the game. Practice. This joker will not be quiet, but his play matches it. You know, like I said, he's kind of that enforcer on our football team. So, but it's definitely by far as Quay Davis.
Hey man, when you 6'8", 320, what you gonna say?
One of the top all linemen in the country. Go play the game, young man.
Yes, indeed, man. All right, Coach. If you had to pick one player off your team to coach your little league football team, who would you pick? Who's that coach? That coach gonna select. Know the game, gonna coach the little league guy. Who you got?
It's gonna motivate them too. It'll be Lock 2, what I call him, my receiver, Lockhart.
Jaden Lockhart.
Jaden, it'll definitely be Jaden. You know, that's another dude that's going to be a great leader, great ambassador to this program. I love him on our football team, and you know that fits him perfectly. You know, well-spoken young man. I could just see him being a great football coach one day.
Man, that's all right right there.
Yeah,
it's all right. So you know, assistant coaches. Which one of your coaches is going to be the one that's going to get the team? I'm pretty sure that's Javancy, but not named Javancy. Is there anybody not named Javancy? You might have another one with Breland in the building now. I don't know.
I was just going to say that's going to be an interesting little pairing right there, you know. And even I'm going to be honest to you, Raekwon though. Raekwon brings a lot of juice on game day too. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm excited to see those three mix it up a little bit. You know, we lost to Sayers. Sayers used to bring a lot of juice. He's over at Hines. Shout out to Hines. Chris Jones over there doing a great, excellent job. And I think Sis is going to be a tremendous coach over there for them in that program. But, I think Ray, of course, Javance is the head honcho, of the energy on game days. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to Speaks bringing it as well.
Yeah, I do. I love that. You know what's so funny about all that, Coach, is that you got you got Coach Quinn, who is the polar opposite of all of that. You know, he's more analytical, more methodical, to his pros. Let's talk a little bit about, just kind of how things have been with, him setting the tone for this defense, because he basically flipped. He got practically almost a brand new defense, maybe minus 4 players, right? And the standard is the standard. But let's speak to Coach Quinn a little bit, and then we'll proceed with a few more and let you get about this.
It's just how he approaches it each and every day. This dude really loves defense and coaching, and pouring into these young men. That's the one side I don't really have to worry about a lot, because I watch how he approaches the game each and every day. And you talk about what I was saying earlier, being the head coach of your position. He is the head coach of that defense. He does a great job over there with those dudes and getting them in the right position, getting them motivated, making sure they come to work each and every day, holding everybody accountable. The dude is just he's a football junkie. You know what I mean? He really loves the game, and that's why you see him in that defense ranked high in FCS each and every year, because he puts in the hours. He really does a great job of game planning. And the thing that I like about him, though, is the adjustments he's made throughout a game.
Yeah.
I love to watch those guys make those adjustments and come out in the second half. We're a big second half team. We've always been a big second half team, and the adjustments that he makes as a defensive coordinator, it's something to see, man. So he's a great coach. It's going to be a great head coach someday soon here in the future.
Yeah, I can see that, Coach. I can definitely see that. I'm gonna let me ask you this, Coach. When you was talking, I thought about this. A lot of stuff came out this year about the schedule, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is just I know we can schedule 12, we scheduled 11. There's no FBS school on the schedule. If you're talking about the Jackson State football schedule, how are you discussing the 2026 schedule? Like
all the opponents that on there that matter for us to get to the Celebration Bowl, to win the East, to get to the SWAC championship, they're on there.
Yep.
Period. They're on there. Last few years we played FBS programs. We played a Southern Miss. We played Monroe. We lost a lot of guys to those teams injury wise. And it makes me laugh now to see that they come out with these rankings all of a sudden, but none of these teams that are getting these rankings can go to the FCS playoffs anyway. So that's what's a head scratcher to me about everything. But then everybody said we playing a weak schedule. Are you talking about the opponents that matter that are on our schedule? Are they making it weak? There are some good programs on there that we got to play against to win the East, that we got to win the SWAC. Those are the ones that matter, but it's just funny to me now. All of a sudden they drop this strength of schedule, but we're not even eligible to get to FCS playoffs. So what makes the strength of schedule? How do you gauge that? What makes one team have a better schedule than the other? Because they're playing an FBS opponent and maybe need those checks. We might be in a position this year where we just didn't need the checks.
They be mad at me when I say that, Coach. So you look, hey, the Bible said in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every matter be established, right?
Oh yeah, but when you come out of those FBS games and you have we had 5, 6 guys, 4, 5, 6 guys. The dude got hurt at Southern Miss last year. They were banged up that we lost throughout the year. What are we gaining at that point? That's just how I look at it. And then let me say this: it's some Division II schools. A lot of these programs on our level are playing Division II schools. Those Division II schools want an opportunity to do what as well, play up as well. There's some coaches that want to get an opportunity to go against us as programs because they look at us as the big boys. So how do you gauge that and say what's weaker and what's not? I don't get that part.
I think for us, it was the fact that instead of having an FBS opponent, we got 2 D2s. We got Tuskegee and we got Edward Waters. It ain't no our marquee game is Nashville. Mm-hmm. In the end, it's preseason. It was like also, why couldn't we? I think some people were like, well, even with the 2 D2s, maybe if we played one more D1 or maybe an FBS school, we would have kind of balanced it out. But like I said, at the end of the day, the SWAC season starts when it's really 0-0 when we play Southern.
I was just about to say, kid, none of that matters when you get to conference.
Yep.
None of that matters when we kick off against Southern. That's when everything really get going. You want to play well against the good Tennessee State team. You want to play well against Tuskegee, Edward Waters, and those guys. But when it gets to conference, that's when you really get down to business. So, like I said, man, I'm not knocking it that some teams playing FBS teams and everything, but for me, I'm looking forward to these conference football games. This is going to get us into December.
Yeah, this seems like to be I know you're going to be talking a lot about this next week, especially with what's coming down the pipe I know we'll have preseason awards. We'll have preseason recognition, the predictions of how we're going to fare. I like our chances when it comes to them. You know what I mean? Let me take a break on that for a quick second, Coach. I got a few personal TC Taylor questions, if you don't mind. Let me get into it real quick. For those who may not know the coach, right? And listen, what's one thing, Coach, that that you think that fans don't know about TC Taylor? They know you the ball coach. They know you're a country outdoorsman, fisherman. But outside of the obvious, Coach, what's one thing that fans probably don't know about head coach TC Taylor?
There is nothing else. I think you said it. It's very simple to me, man. I'm serious. Like, if it's not football, I'm doing the golf thing now, trying to figure that out. I have me and Big O on the golf course, but other than that, it's the outdoors and it's football. I keep it simple in family. So those are things. Other than that, it's not much left to me.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. Is there like a locally? You don't have to, is there like a favorite restaurant locally that you like to go to after a big win? Or is that anything local that you frequent?
Yeah, man, shoot, my guy Johnny T's over there. The food is over there is just amazing.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with Johnny T's, man, over there. The seafood pasta, my shrimp and grits and everything. You just can't go wrong there. That's a no-brainer. That's my Friday lunch spot. I love to go get the catfish and spaghetti on Fridays. So that's I'm gonna have to snap them as the top spot for me right now.
I got you. All right, Coach. In about 50 days, we're gonna be getting prepared to play some football, right?
Yes.
Walk us through your game prep mindset. How do you set the tone for how you want to approach? I mean, just personally, individually. Somebody in the chat asked the question, Coach, what's the theme song for the locker room this year? I was like, you got to wait for that.
I don't know. They really, they really on me about not changing it.
Don't change it. Hey,
they really on me about. I was thinking that I was gonna have to change it, but I'm getting more votes on keeping it the same. So we'll see when that time gets. I may have something to mix it in with it, a little bit. But they really love that. I ain't gonna say which one if you don't know, if you hadn't seen it. It's a spectacle in that locker room before the game, man. It's one of the biggest energy. You need to see it if you haven't. It's something to get you guys really revved up and ready to play. So, but with Tennessee State, I'm gonna be real brief on them, Ken, and talk about them a little bit. But they got a new staff. Coach Barlow is a good friend of mine up there. Yeah. And he revamped that staff. You got Cedric Thornton is over the defense now. That has been around at A&M, Alcorn, some other places, Alabama State. Good football coach, good football mind. So we've been trying to pull things here and there to try to, figure out what he's going to be doing schematically on the football field. They got the offensive corner came over from NCCU, North Carolina Central. Yeah, we had a lot of success. Yeah, they developed a lot of good quarterbacks over there. Always put up a lot of big numbers. So it's going to be something to see. The thing that I'm excited about is just the tradition between the two schools. That's the thing that I'm excited about. It's a game that I played in when it was back in Memphis as a player. I coached in that game. What it was in 2019 when I got back here. Yeah, I had the opportunity to coach in it, and that's something that I would have never thought that I'd have been able to coach and play against the Tennessee State. So that's what I'm excited. I'm just ready to see us go up there and take over the city. You know, what is all that blue gonna look like in Nashville when we come up there and take over?
Well, they say they big blue too, but it's be a different.
We talking about this Navy though. You know,
Yeah.
it's a little different. You know, it's a little different. But that's what I'm excited about. That then, you know, it was moved over to Vanderbilt Stadium.
I was just about to
They
ask.
say 35. They say some say 35,
40.
some say 40. I don't know how many seats, but I know we're gonna bring probably 35, 40. So it's gonna be something to see. But we're excited about it. And here's another thing: we got quite a few players. Micah Gay is a great linebacker that we got from Tennessee State. Ace Meadows, you know, is a great tackle that we got from Chico, the center. You know, we got quite a few guys that came over from that program that we're excited about. And, you know, that first game, everybody is here. You know, everybody's here. When all that dust settles, what are you going to look like for us execution? And that's what I'm excited about going into this game.
Coach, I love that. I love that. When do you feel like when does the game kind of slow down for you in that moment? That first quarter, like when is the moment where you feel like the ball is starting to be played? Everybody's calm now. When is that sweet spot?
It's usually after, you know, I see our offense on the field the first time, defense touches the field the first time. You know, after that, I can kind of pretty much gauge what's going on, what we need to tweak here. You know, what kind of day, who's playing up, who's playing down, and things like that. And, you know, the matchups, you know, they only take a couple of series to see, like, okay, this kid is as advertised, that D tackle that they have over here. You know, our Quay over here going to be able to dominate this kid over here. Are we going to be able to take this shot at this guy, the young man over here at corner? Just things like that. You can see early in the game. You take notes down and get ready for the second half. You know, that's something. That's when I think a lot of games are won and lost, with halftime adjustments coming out in the second half. The adrenaline part, like we was just talking about, that's the first quarter. You know, I mean, everybody, because the first game in it, or any game, but the first quarter, players are out of control. They amped up, you know, you're trying to get them to settle in. Remember, hey, this was the game plan. We don't want to go out here. I know you want to kill somebody and knock somebody on their butt, you know, like that. But settle in, let's go out here and execute and play good football. But it's usually after the first series, you know, of a game when our defense and offense touch the field. I can kind of gauge, you know, how the rest of the day going to be.
Yeah. We were heavily penalized last year, Coach.
Yes.
Talk us through, you know, what's the approach to make sure that we don't repeat that same fate? Because even though we were the most penalized team in the SWAC, we still were pretty successful. If we could only imagine if we hadn't been, right? So, but talk to just kind of why you felt like it was like that, and what was what's the approach to prevent that for this season?
Just we work on that each and every day with the little things, what we talk about as a program. Like, say for instance, we out there doing sprints and your toe's supposed to be behind the line. If you got a toe over the line, hey, that's a penalty. Everybody got to suffer for that. You know, just little things like that. Hey, this guy here might have been a few seconds late for the weight room. Hey, those are penalties. That's going to lead to penalties come this fall. So accountability, basically.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely that was tough on us last year. The one plus from it wasn't a lot of what I call bonehead penalties with the personal foul stuff. It was just judgment calls on the refs. You know, a lot of that holding here. The things that I did not like was a lot of the false starts on the offensive line. We had a few false starts that we needed to get corrected on there. I think we're going to have that corrected going into the season. And I tied that into, you know, that was one of the main reasons that I felt like we didn't make it to where our ultimate goal was, which was winning the SWAC championship and getting to Atlanta, is because of the penalties. You know, Grambling game, you know, some costly penalties in that game that cost us to lose that game. You know, you go back and look at any loss or any game that we felt like we should have separated from teams that we weren't able to separate. You go back and look at the penalties and you list that for the guys, and they see it now firsthand why we stress it. And we just got to continue to punish it, you know, when they have the penalties, and continue to, you know, hold these guys accountable. But we definitely don't want to be back up there around the top, you know, when you talk about penalties in football.
Yeah. You had a moment last year that went kind of, I ain't gonna say viral, but it was definitely a little outside the lines for you. You was pretty animated, especially that Alabama State game. Hey, you ran straight over there to the little referee. He was like,
not gonna take this one from. Hey, I mean, one of the greatest games I ever been a part of.
Man, what an
Serious,
atmosphere.
like to see my guys go out there and lay. When you talk about in football, it's at some point in the season you're gonna have to lay it on the line.
Yeah.
And I saw our team lay it on the line. Offense goes out there. We need a drive. You know, we put together a beautiful drive. Nate ended with Nate Rambo Jacobian throws a touchdown to him, and defense got to go out here and hold, body. That kid can play the game. That quarterback over there, he can really play the game. And for them to go out there and hold him out of the end zone, the first time when we think we won the game, and then have to go back out there and keep an explosive Alabama State offense out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And what home, I mean, just everything was set up, for that to be one of the greatest games I ever been a part of, man.
Hey, speaking of games that you've been a part of, I had a question from the chat. They said, what was your toughest game you've ever had to coach? What was your toughest? We'll just say Jackson State. We'll keep it at Jackson State.
Yeah.
28-9 total record. What's that? 37 games. Of the 37 games, which game was the toughest game you had to coach? Anyone come to mind?
The toughest one was Texas State, I think. Like when we went in 23? Like, yeah, that Texas State game. But I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna be honest. That was a tough game when we played Alabama State in Montgomery last year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The brawl in the Gump.
Man, you talking about that's a tough stadium to go in and win in. Two really good football teams. The Jackson game was one of the best I've been a part of, but that game there in Montgomery last year, that was a tough football game. You talking about two teams that were beat up at the end of the game. Coaches were wore out. They fought at the end of the game.
Coach O had his stuff stolen.
So they took Coach O's stuff. And we clinched. We clinched the East that night. So I'm gonna say, Ken, that was whoever asked that question, that was the toughest game I have to say that I ever coached in since I've been a head coach here.
Wow. Man, listen, that was brutal. Hey, we got a date. We got another date, November 14th in the Gump. Season, right before the last game. That's gonna be interesting to see how that fare. Coach, real quick, we got a few more, and I'll let you get up out of here. One of the questions from the chat they spoke to was they wanted to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about Coach O, who stayed down within the program, what he means to you, to this pro. Here it is right here. Said, Coach, talk about Coach O, what he means to you, a guy that stayed down to help steady the ship.
Yeah, that's my right-hand man there. Everybody knows that. It's funny, the two of us on game day, we have to gauge each other. I'm going to say that. If I see he kind of up today, he's going to be working the rail, so I got to stay calm and keep him, and it's vice versa. But, it goes back to, I always tell the story of how this thing started. It was just us two in that building. And here we are still standing, with two SWAC championship, SWAC championship, two East Division championship, and a national championship. Looking forward to a great season this year. He's going to be a hell of a head coach as well. His time is coming real soon. I don't know how that's going to look when he come in there and tell me he's going somewhere, but he's one of the hottest coaches coaches out there. And that's the thing people don't really understand. When you say GM, but Big O is a hell of a football coach as well. When I got here in 2019, that's when we linked up on that staff. He was the O-line coach, one of the top O-line coaches in the country doing his thing. But the dude is a recruiting whisperer. He can go out there and get them. He does a great job of organizing the program and just, my backbone. And I have to say I wouldn't be where I am today without him being around as my guy as GM right now.
Very well said. Means a lot to the program.
Definitely.
Absolute pleasure working with him, as always. Coach, I know we got a big ticket, season ticket push. This is my thought, and I'm going to just say what I think, and I've been saying this, and this is what I've been challenging Tiger Nation not to do. We're going to go to Nashville. We're going to pull up. We're going to show up. We're going to show out, right? Mm-hmm. But the following week, we play Edward Waters in Jackson, first home game. Talk to the fans about just what it means to have a packed Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium for our home games. we are a base that tend to go on the road and take over. We like to leave home, but talk about what it means for our home atmosphere for our fans to be there and why it's important for them to grab them season tickets.
Yeah, I mean, for one, we've been so successful. You know, this football team has been successful at home as a program. I think one loss in the last 2 years at home, if I'm not mistaken when I say that. It's close to that, 1-2 losses at home. But and we're setting a tone. When you talk about excited about this season, that one at Edward Waters, that first home game, is going to really set the tone going forward throughout the season. That's why it's so important for us to get these season tickets and come up there and really support these young men. And then, Ken, we were talking about it today. Night games.
I was about to say that next. That was going to be next. Go ahead.
Everybody's been asking for it. AD Rob, he made it happen, and we got the night games going now. So it's important that you come out here and get these season tickets. And my thing is, I always say, if we leading in attendance, it's 35,000 there each and every game anyway. But why not go ahead and get the season tickets? Just go and get the package. So don't go get the single game ticket. Get it and support this program. Get it and support this brand around this block. That's what it's all about. Even if you're not gonna come in and you're just gonna hang out at the tailgate, you've done your part. By going out and get those season tickets.
Yeah. One other thing, Coach. Not only is it a night game, I was talking to Jency about this on Wednesday. Talk about that Tiger Walk, man. It's gonna be a little different in the afternoon, man. Late afternoon, the Tiger Walk pulling up over there. I'm gonna say about 3 p.m.
Yeah.
He said that's the one thing. Jency said that's the one thing that every recruit should experience before they make a decision, especially if they come in the Jack State round the game atmosphere, that Tiger Walk. Talk about from your vantage point. We pull up looking like Eddie Murphy off Coming to America, man.
Hey, man,
I love it though, man. I love it. But let's talk about it.
From the time we leave the hotel headed that way till the end of the fourth quarter, you talk about a spectacle. If you haven't experienced a JSU football home game, I tell my other coaches, I tell our recruits, everybody that if you hadn't experienced a JSU football game, you hadn't seen what college football is all about on a Saturday. When we coming down there and you see that tailgate area, the grills, that smoke coming from the grills, the fans, the music going, everything, it just gets you ready for game day, Ken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These players really love that, man. They really love, and that's their real opportunity. One of the few opportunities they get to feel the love from the fans.
Yep.
To get up close to the fans and see their parents. A lot of parents will be in there. But that's special. And then you make it the little curve, the cheerleaders are out there and everything. So, and then the most exciting thing, they really get pumped when we make that right and we bust up in the vet. We walk in the vet and you can see into the shoe. Then it's game time. But our guys really get fired up about that, and it was something that it wasn't there when I was there as a player, so this was all new to me. When I saw this, though, I was like, man, this is what college football is all about. And to see these fans show up each and every home game, we got to continue that, man, because, these players really love to see that support and feel that energy from the fans that could be out there. One day, though, I need somebody to bring me a plate, man. Somebody be sitting there with that aluminum foil, just hand me a plate. Hand coach a plate, man. All the players I be seeing going out there, just get coach a plate, man.
Hey, man, be like Dirk Nowitzki. Remember when Dirk used to go to
he walked in with the aluminum foil
plate with the foil, man.
Hey, I promise you, I'm not gonna turn that food down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell Coach, you done started something now. I promise you. See, what's gonna happen is when the Tiger Walk roll around, Austin, you make sure you get this now. Somebody gonna be standing right there with a plate of food. Here you go, Coach.
I promise you, wrap it in a little foil, and I'm gonna take that plate because I know what be going on out there. They throwing down, man.
Oh man, it goes down in the over there at the tailgate area. Look, I'm gonna say this, Coach, and got two more, and I'll let you get. We pretty much done. Brother Christian Bernardo said, make a video this season from the hotel until they step off the bus and blast it on social media. Austin, you got a job, bro.
That's it right there.
Chronicle that thing all the way from the hotel, the whole Tiger Walk. That'll be something to behold.
Pre-game meals, a lot of energy there, and then leading out to the buses. Oh man, it's something to see.
Yeah, yeah. One last football question, Coach. Anything you want to share that we haven't touched on? Anything you feel like you want to get out to the fans? And then we'll talk about this the Country Boy experience on the way out the door and make sure these folks go get these tickets. But anything for, you know, we in summer too.
Yeah.
50-some days out. Give us something that you probably haven't touched on going into this season. Expectations, what we feeling like, what we think.
I feel real good about what we got going right now. That's why I kind of been, quiet as kept. I just watch these guys come in on a day-to-day basis and working their butts off. We had a lot of players that we lost, but we brought in a lot of good kids that can play the game. We were talking about some of the top positions, the position groups earlier. I could also say this receiver group, the things that they're doing out there right now, they look amazing right now, the way they're running around, and we got some size, we got some little guys, but all of them can make plays though. So I'm just excited as a whole how everything is coming together. It's looking like we're going to have another exciting season of JSU football. We're going to represent this city well. The goal is to always host that SWAC championship game. We want to keep that here in Jackson. And, these guys are working towards that. So I'm excited about it, Ken. We're just going to keep chopping wood. And, tune in next week at the SWAC Media Day. It's going to be something to see because I'm really excited about it. Quite a few of our guys with the preseason awards to see, what the rest of the league thinks about these young men.
I absolutely am excited about that. I'll say this one last thing, and then we'll touch on that. Let's talk about just the support from a collective standpoint. We ramped up our efforts from the collective to try to do everything we could to support. In your own words, just from what you can speak to, just speak to why that support matters. We got 800 people watching, but I can tell you right now, Coach, we ain't got 800 support. We ain't got 800 donors yet. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get there.
Why not? It's simple as that. When you talk about losing a lot of players and, the landscape of college football and the things that with the NIL and the collectives, it's a part of any program right now. We need each and every person to contribute, if you want to continue success here, at Jackson State as a program. And all you got to do, like I said, understand it's helping out the cause, not just football. We're not just talking about football. We won the Commissioner's Cup this year because of, getting some of the best student athletes we can in this program. So we got to continue that, don't just stand to the side and want to be a part. I love you to shake them pom-poms, but I need you to shake them pocketbooks and them wallets as well and help these programs continue to be, elite. And that's where we are right now. We have an elite athletic director. Athletics in itself is elite. We got elite coaches around here. Track just won, SWAC championship. Everybody, across the board are playing at a high level here at Jackson State. But we're going to need each and every person to, jump on board so we can help sustain that. Join the KC-1400 and continue to push this and, help JSU sports excel.
Yeah, man, Coach, I appreciate that. I try to tell them, man, I walk through there sometimes and man, I almost hate to make eye contact because I know one of them looking like, come on, man, I've been here, I want to be down with you, man.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, we can only do so much. I just put the the link in the chat again and pinned it. Two things I got for you, Coach. I'm gonna let you speak to. First thing first, shout out to our brother Rick Deuce, man. He dropped some heat today. Got a dope fundraiser with the TC Taylor Navy and white jersey. Speak to that real quick, and then we'll talk about the Country Boy experience, and we'll get about this thing.
Yeah, I'm out there at practice. It was raining. I'm out there at practice on the court, a little while ago, a couple weeks back, and he just pops up in the gym with that heat you see I'm holding right there. Like, man, what's going on? They're like, what you got? He got Taylor on the back, 10. That's me all day, every day. But I can't say enough about what he's doing with that, man. I thought it was an excellent idea. He said all proceeds going back to JSU football. Man, go out and get those jerseys again because it's going to really help us continue success over here as a program. But, shout out to my man, public figure, Rick Deuce. Hey, I can't say enough for it, and it caught me completely off guard. That's why We walked out after practice after that, and that's when we did the video. Austin right there with the camera, but it was genuine. You know, I was telling him, man, I appreciate this, man. I did not expect this. You know, you didn't have to come down here. He popped up with it, you know, in the flesh. And for him to say that all proceeds are going to JSU football, man, we're sitting here talking about it, you know, all 800 people on here, do your part, you know, and that's what he's doing. You know, he did it for Coach Trey over there with basketball, you know, he delivered for him as well. So I can't say enough about the things he's doing.
Absolutely, Coach. Hey, one last thing before I let you get up out of this thing, Coach. Hey, man, we got these country boys going down, man. Listen, this is going to kick off the football season, Coach.
Yes, week before, right?
Week before. We at Cathead. Listen, it's going down, man. You know, and listen, the tickets are going to go on sale this week. Actually, tonight. Yeah. I think right at midnight. So
midnight, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna post the link. I know it's gonna be plastered all over the place. Talk about this lineup, man. You got some guys, got some heavy hitters on this thing, man. It's like Tate Cheesy hosting. You got the Live in the Flesh Experience band, Young Guy. I mean, Young Guy gonna bring them out there now. You know,
they gonna be out there.
And then of course you got, you know, and Arthur Young, man, who just unbelievable. I thought so. So somebody like me who wasn't really heavy in the Southern Soul, my first experience was last year. Yeah. I knew some of them, but I ain't never seen Arthur Young ever a day before my life. Never heard, but then I heard.
You know, he's from the crib, man.
So talk about this kickoff for the football season, man, and why everybody should come out here and support this event, man. It's gonna be a heck of an extravaganza.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was something that we did last year, like you just said, and let me just be honest, man, we had a hell of a time.
Yes, sir.
We just had a hell of a time. So me and Coach O talked about it like it's something we can't let go. We got to continue to do that. I think it's excellent how it leads right into the season. You know, it kicks off that season. You got some of the hottest people, you know, Tay Cheesy out there, you know, the things she's doing with social media and these. You see, when you pop on social media, you see her somewhere posting and doing her thing. She's gonna bring that energy. Yeah. You know, Young Guy. You know, we used to go to the same barber, so I used to see him up in there. He excited about being there. My boy Arthur Young. I mean, it's just gonna be a beautiful night, man. We need everybody to come out and support. I know last year was tough, but we still had a great turnout. Remember, it started raining. You know, but the people really stuck around. It was an awesome show. So we was like, there's no way we're not going to do this year, man. Come out, support this. This is going to be big, and it's the country boy experience. We from the SIP. This is what we do. You know, put them jeans on, put the boots on. Let's come out here and have a good time, man.
Hey, man, it's going to be a fantastic time, Coach. And it's at Cathead Distillery. We got a great partnership with Cathead. Listen, we got a The Country Boy Bourbon edition, The Country Boy Experience edition bourbon. Partner with Cathead. 200 bottles, Coach. You might have to John Hancock these things, man. Listen, it's on the link though, on the site.
Say less. Let's get it done.
There you go. Hey, you're gonna get an exclusive one. It's a single run, 200 bottles. When they sold, they gone. Fundraiser. Coach Taylor gonna put his John Hancock on them. You got to get it for your bar. Now, listen. When you click that link to get your tickets, you can actually reserve your spot to get that bottle.
Yeah,
you might want to do it beforehand because we might have 1,000 people out there. So it ain't but 200 bottles. So it's gonna be a fantastic time.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, right, Ken, them VIP spots gonna go kind of fast, huh?
They will. That's what I'm telling them. Hey, grab them spots fast, man.
I know a lot of people been asking me about it and everything. Those VIP spots, those spots in general, it's gonna get packed out there. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
got some amazing food vendors too.
Yeah,
that's gonna come out. You're gonna see the different food. Yeah. They got tailgate packages where you can actually bring your own food. Now you ain't gonna be able to cook out there. Now you can bring it if it's prepared already.
Right.
And you can't bring no liquor. It's a liquor distillery, so you gonna get your liquor from there if you want to drink on. All right.
Great point there, Ken. Great point.
Yes, indeed, man. But now, Coach, man, listen again. Heck of a time, man. We got a heck of a season. Things gonna get kicked out 50 plus days, man. I said, I was just prepared to come on tonight, talk about that little tidbit, get on up out of the way. But you got me, man. You got me.
Hey, it was time to wake up, Tiger Nation, man. Everybody know. I think what we say, 54 days, 8 more Saturdays, and we kick off.
There you go. I'm gonna let you close it. I'm gonna let you close us out with a message to Tiger Nation. We got 875 people watching this thing, man.
Oh, sound like they steady clocking in, huh?
They steady going. The numbers going up. I guess
Word
the money
getting
got
around.
out, man. It's 880. Now listen, y'all looking now. I gotta say this. I'm gonna say I know Coach said it. Man, join the collective.
Please. That's
Y'all gotta understand, man. We got 20 plus. We got 20 football players. Probably gonna add about another 5 more. Coach, we'll eclipse 105 student athletes that we've supported financially across 9 sports. It's actually gonna be 10 this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Man, and we've done even more things. Flip sleds.
Yeah.
How they using the flip sleds out there, man?
Man, hey, the kids hate them, but I love them.
Mission accomplished, dog.
They hate them, but I love them, man. It's great work.
And
all the things we getting accomplished out there, man. I just can't say enough. And again, Tiger fans, man, come out and support, man. Join KC-1400. I cannot stress to you how important that is for you guys, you women, to join up with KC-1400 and continue to grow this program. We talk about being elite and separating from the pack. Yep. These are the things that has to be done in order for us to do that. There's so much more to college football, baseball, basketball than besides just playing the game. You know, this is the business side of of college sports now, and you have to understand that. So please come out and support that.
I'm gonna say this in parting, Coach, and I'm gonna do this because I want people to understand this, especially in our community. And I want to say it while everybody looking. We ain't in competition because we all on the same team. Everybody has a role to play. Shout out to the Tiger Fund because what they do is amazing. You know what I'm saying? They do things that we can't do. Shout out to Blue Bengal. Blue Bengal do things that we don't do. I'm a Blue Bengal member as well. I'm also an AD Club member. I'm all that. Shout out to the 1400 Club. They got a lot of names right now.
Yeah.
Everybody got skin in the game, man. But when it comes to NIL, we specialize in NIL. It allows us to support these student athletes in a little bit of a different way than what's happening at the university. But it's a full community effort.
Oh,
and I gotta say that, Coach, because
definitely. That's without being said. You know, we're Army over here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But that's without being said. The things that the Tiger Fund does for this program is above and beyond. You know, they've been around for years.
Yes,
I got
sir.
some great mentors, great friends in there, that people that I got a lot of respect for. The things that the Blue Bengals does with our nutrition station and the weight room, the things they provide for that weight room,
scholarships,
1400. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. But it can be bigger. You know, that's what I mean when I say that it can be bigger. But I agree with you 110%. I mean, it's all those entities come together. That's why you see the army that you see each and every weekend on Saturdays for us as a program.
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you, Coach. Listen, Tiger Nation, Coach TC Taylor, man, appreciate you. I know you got to get in the bed, man. I got an early flight up out of this thing. I'm going to go away, Coach, and come back and see how much Coach Trey done told them boys up, man. I'll be back for fall camp.
I'll be back in there. We got to be in there at 4 o'clock, and I'm being at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got to get that workout. We'll be at team meetings at 7:30, man. So it's grind for us.
Yes, sir. Coach, I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for talking to Tiger Nation tonight through the platform, man. We'll see you. I'll see you soon, brother.
All right. Safe travels to you, man. And everybody take care, man. Go Tigers.
All right.
All right.
All right, everybody, man. All right, man. What a treat, man. What a show. Shout out to you guys, man. Listen, we got 900 people watching. Hey, man, Coach Taylor know how to bring them out, man. I appreciate him for coming on the platform. Hey, listen, I'm saying what I'm saying for a reason. I'm finna shut this thing down, but click the link, KC-1400collective.com. Imagine what we can do if we had 900 people join the collective. I don't care if you join them at the bronze level. It doesn't matter. We want to be gold. We want to go for gold, but make it happen, man. And we're doing some amazing things. I'm going to say this because I didn't want to say it while Coach is on the screen. We got a big surprise coming for you guys that's going to be released to the public right before the season starts. And we're doing some major things with the collective, man. And we're excited about this initiative that has been very quiet. But we need your support. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the platform. I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have Carmelo Jones, linebacker, brand ambassador, man, on the platform. And we're going to keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. Again, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for always tuning in, supporting the platform. As always, it's I love Go Tigers. Peace out, everybody.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen. State said one story, my brand tells another. This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI Love, Go Tigers.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you gotta get a word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. VI Love, Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.